Welcome to a twerking edition of the Double Shot. There was a story from Alaska Airlines where this flight attendant who just got out of her probationary period where you go through training, make sure that you're up to snuff, as it were. And she's on a plane waiting for a pilot for a couple of hours, and obviously you get bored. And so she decided to make a twerking video. It got posted on one of the social media, I think it was TikTok. It went viral, and then she got fired.
That's ridiculous. Why are you firing her for twerking?
Because of this video. That's why. Because first of all,
is this the most professional thing that you can be doing?
Exactly.
No.
If you want to twerk on your own, twerk on your own. You look like an idiot, but go ahead and twerk on your own. Don't have the uniform on and you're at work twerking. That's a bad look.
Listen, is it the smartest thing for her to do for job security? No, not at all. But is she adding a little bit of the fun back to the industry that I think they've lost some?
No.
The last time I flew, it's been a while, but they don't walk down the aisle with the cart anymore. They don't serve the food like they used to, and it's just the whole experience of air travel is not fun anymore. I miss the TWA days back in the 1950s that I wasn't around for, but I've seen in movies.
You saw one Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Catch Me If You Can. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Of course.
It's a good movie. But what do you see in that movie? You see a bunch of
It's when pilots were celebrities.
Pilots were cool, and the whole thing was cool.
And we didn't have male flight attendants. That's what he wants to go back to.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Where they're objectified.
That's not what I said. You can be male or female. What I want back in the industry
could be both.
Is a little sexiness back in the industry. It makes you feel good about being on a plane.
You don't want the pronoun buttons?
I don't need the buttons. Just a little bit of the sexiness back in the industry, and then I think it ups everybody's game, makes everybody feel a little bit better about flying. You're probably not going to have people showing up in sweats anymore if they're worried about looking stupid in front of genuinely attractive. Yeah. And I wish, male or female, I wish the airlines would prioritize better looking people to be hired onto these flights.
The Abercrombie and Fitch of the airlines, like if they had, they ended up getting sued for the way that they mistreated all their employees.
Well, yeah. We don't want this.
That
we don't want sexual harassment. We don't want all that stuff. But if the person's qualified for the job, if they can do the job and get the job, does it hurt if they're better looking?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stewardess speaking. We regret any inconvenience the sudden cabin movement might have caused. This is due to periodic air pockets we encounter. There's no reason to become alarmed, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your flight. By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
Obviously, it doesn't.
He doesn't want the sexual harassment. But
no sexual harassment.
He wants the Hooters aspect to come back to airlines.
No. I'm a happily married man. I have no interest in that.
You just said you wanted attractive people.
I said men or female, attractive female.
Look, I'm not judging you.
Yeah, I just think it would be better for the industry if people took a little more care in how they present themselves.
But you have all these laws against elder discrimination.
Well, no, you can't have old people.
Yeah, that's obvious. And first of all, do you really want an older flight attendant if the plane's going down? They're not helping.
Male or female?
The crash down?
No, you don't want those people.
Kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
I'm kidding too.
He's not kidding. That's the sad
I'm kidding.
part.
In fact,
I'm the one who's not kidding.
In fact, I think you should hire. I changed my mind.
Only ugly people.
Only unattractive old people. That's what I think.
That would be great, especially if you're the one who finally gets hired. You're like, wow, I didn't think I was qualified for this job at all. Oh no, you're not. You're just really, really ugly and old.
That's his idea. Everybody else just looks like, pretty old and bad looking. I think that's who they should hire, actually. I completely change everything I just said. Only old, unattractive, call it Ugly Airways, whatever. That's a workshop title. You guys come up with a better one.
A few episodes ago, we were talking about how we're back and we can make jokes about things, and immediately things are going to get canceled. Immediately. He makes one joke, and now all of a sudden,
now I'm walking it back. Now I'm walking it back.
You find out what a Topo Chico was? Yeah, did you go to your farmer's market and ask for a ripe Topo Chico?
Jason, obviously I know what a Topo Chico is.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, I get it.
What is it?
Listen, I don't need to justify that with a response. I know what a Topo Chico is.
He just sliced some up in the in the kitchen earlier.
I'm going to go eat one for lunch.
It did look particularly ripe. We'll see you next time. Hey, it's Jason Rantz here with Scott Rarucka from Legacy Group Capital. He's their CEO. So let's talk about someone who wants to invest in real estate. They don't quite know where to go, what to do, where to start, but they do know, obviously, that right now the market is really, really hot. So you're the place to do it. How do you help?
Yeah, so how we help is, we've been investing in the greater Seattle area for over 20 years, and we have a historical track record that is we're super proud of. Double-digit returns over time with no investor losses. And if you can find somebody else out there that's done that, you should probably talk to them. And how we really do it is we're lending on real estate, and we're also acquiring real estate and building it and developing it. All those things come out of a fund that people invest into. So there's lending and there's acquisition. And then we share in profits with all of our investors on both those activities. Jason, most people can't do that on their own. They're not going to go develop properties. They're not going to go be a bank and lend money. But they can jump in with us and they can be that developer and they can be that lender, but it's underneath our umbrella with a 20-year track record that's unparalleled to anything that you'll find out there. We've been told that we're one of the best kept secrets in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't want it to be a secret. I want everyone to know just about what it is you do. The Legacy Group Capital family of funds offer short-term 90-day investments at 7%. Longer-term investments, they've averaged double-digit returns. Just go to legacyg.com.